Hello, everybody, and thank you very much for being here with me one more Thursday at 1 p.m. New York time in another session of Ask the Expert. Today, I'm going to show you how to research Scottish records. My name is Daniel Horowitz, and I have been dedicated to genealogy since 1986. I was the teacher and study guide editor of the Family History Project, Searching for My Roots in Venezuela for 15 years. I have been involved in crowdsourced digitization and transcription projects, and I volunteer my time for the board of the Israel Genealogy Research Association. Since 2006, I have been working at MyHeritage, liaising with genealogy societies, bloggers, and media, as well as lecturing and attending conferences around the world. So today, I'm going to go straight to the website, to the research part of the MyHeritage website to show you how to research Scottish records. So this is the page of the search engine you will get here when you type that address you saw on the screen, myheritage.com/research. Also, if you are in any place of the website, you can always go to the research menu right here on the top, and by clicking the word research, you will be able to get to this page. In here, you have a few options. You can just type a name, let's say John McLean, and I'm gonna make that match exactly, and both name and first name and last name I'm gonna select to match exactly, and I'm going to write Scotland as a place and say also that the place must match. That will be one very simple option. And then all you need to do is click on the search button. Now you can also try to search your records in any specific category that MyHeritage has here available for you. If you want to search on public records or newspapers or a government land, court, wills, maps, directories, whatever you choose, just by clicking in one of these, you will be able to focus your search on that part. But before I come here and I actually perform the search, I wanted to focus today on Scottish records. So there is actually another way to see what MyHeritage has for Scotland. And that way will be going into the collection catalog. The collection catalog, you can reach it both from the research menu, the second option, collection catalogs, or by clicking in view all right here next to the recently added collections title. So let's go here and click collection catalog. And here you will have also a few options to search for Scottish records. The first thing that came to my mind was just simply to type the word Scotland or Scottish in the search field, and MyHeritage will list you right here all the collections that we have related to Scotland. Now, I see that one collection says United Kingdom Death Index, but I don't see the word Scotland in any place. So why MyHeritage brought me this one? Well, actually very easy, because if we go and we put the mouse on top of the title, you will realize that you see the description of the collection. And over there, you have that this collection includes not only England, Scotland, Wales, and the Northern Ireland. And when I was preparing this lecture, the first thing that came to my mind is, 1 second, where is Scotland? And I know that for some people, that may be a very clear option. And okay, so let's change this to English. So normally what I do, and I recommend you to do as well, and probably Scotland is not the best example, but whenever you are looking for a specific place and you're not sure where this place is located, you can simply go into the Google search engine, type the place, and you should see on the right side the area or the map where the place is located. If you don't see it, you can click, of course, in Google, the part of the maps, or just simply by clicking in the map here, you will go to the maps and you will see, and now I understand that Scotland is actually the northern part of the United Kingdom. You see how United Kingdom is big, bold, and black, and then Scotland, Northern Ireland, and England are regions for the United Kingdom. So that will also explain why I am getting collections here of the United Kingdom. But you know what? Maybe MyHeritage has some Scottish records that don't have the word Scotland on it. So another way to actually know what type of records MyHeritage has for a specific location will be to go to the left side of the screen and then refined by location. So I'm going to click on Europe because I did learn that the United Kingdom is in Europe. I will see all the 1,079 collections related or associated with countries in Europe. And now I will be able to refine even further. And now by countries, of course, I will already not wait and expect to see here Scotland anymore, but I can go into either Ireland or look for the United Kingdom right here. So I see that MyHeritage has 603 collections so far related to England. Now, here you may or may not have specific Scottish records, but you may have also Scottish records as well. There is one more exception to this way of searching because, and this is why I actually will suggest you to go into the search engine and actually search as I propose you in the beginning, writing the place and the name here, because your family may be already in another country. Let's say that they were born in Scotland, but they moved to the United States, for example, and they will appear in the 1920 US Census, for example. And they may say that they're already living there for a couple of years, but whenever they answer a question regarding the place of birth, they may have said Scotland. So that is why whenever you do a wide search, as I am going to perform here, you are going to actually see all kind of collections and records, even not necessarily from the country that you are requesting, but probably from the place where they were living. For example, you can see that my first results here are actually from a newspaper in Calgary, in Canada, and it shows John McLean. Well, probably someplace here inside the article is the word Scotland is revealed at some place. Also, if I will go, for example, into the census and voters list, as I was saying, you see, you will have people that are either resigning or that were born in Scotland. And it doesn't matter where actually the census was taken. For example, here you have a John McLean 1910 in the United States Federal Census, but it seems that somebody else in here was actually living or born in Scotland. So let me do a find self, and I will need probably to review in detail all the information and try to find out why this record was brought to me. Now, I will suggest you, whenever you are doing a search, that in order to improve, you can always mark this match exactly, and then you will be able to select different spelling variations, both for the first and the last name. You can add a year of birth. You can also make the place not matching, or you can simply, if I go to all collections, you can add other details: father, mother, spouse, all kind of life events, relatives, and even if you want or not to show results in other languages. That's the global name translation technology that MyHeritage has for you. So the only thing that I am left to say is give it a try. Go to myheritage.com/research. Just place over there the names, first names, last names of your relative. Use Scotland or any other place in the case, and start going over all the documents and all the categories that MyHeritage has for you. Okay, so now let me show you a few announcements before I open your mics and allow you to ask questions as we normally do in those sessions. The first thing I must say is that I spend a whole week looking for family photos that have some damage on it, and I managed to find a few and have a wonderful time using this new feature in the photo world of MyHeritage, the photo repair, the technology that will allow to delete or to fix any scratch, any damages, any things in the photos that will not allow you to see your relatives in beautiful and vivid ways. And of course, that after I apply the photo repair, I enhance it, I colorized, and I even animate a few of those images. So go ahead, give it a try. myheritage.com/photos will take you straight to the page where all the features are available for you. Of course, as always, if you want to learn more about genealogy and MyHeritage, the MyHeritage knowledge base is the place to go by going into the URL education.myheritage.com. By the way, I just placed all those URLs in the chat if you still have not taken or learned them by heart. Over here, you will find recordings of webinars, previews as the experts, also articles, and downloadable resources that we put there for you to be used completely free. So not even a registration is needed. Go ahead and take advantage of that. And the other place that you can go in order to learn more about genealogy and MyHeritage is the Legacy Family Tree webinars, where you can see all the past webinars. You can register for future webinars of MyHeritage and other subjects that Jeff has over there for you. And as always, the open invitation for everybody, either in the Facebook Live or watching this as a recording, is to register to the next and every week Ask the Expert. every Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern time, New York time, no matter where in the world we are. We meet here in the virtual world and we share our knowledge and our questions. So now it's exactly that time for you to open your microphones, raise your hand, and voice any questions that you may have. I, as always, will try to do my best to answer.
How do I raise my hand?
Oh, hi, Marlene. Well, you can do that either on video, like, oh, talking about video.
Oh, over there.
Oh, okay, here you are. Thank you. Yeah, I had my video off. I don't know why. So either you do like this or on the lower part, you should have a way of raising your hand. But do you have a question, Marlene?
Is Family Tree DNA and MyHeritage like brother and sister companies or something? Are they together?
We are kind of very good friends from school, I would say.
Okay, so if I have DNA on your site, I can move it over to their site.
Yes, I think they allow you to upload from MyHeritage, and Pat is also pointing me out that yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Always
thank
a
you.
pleasure. Who has more questions? Any other question? Oh, Pat, yes, go ahead, please. No, but you need to unmute yourself. On mute. Yeah, you are muted. You need
okay,
to.
I'm not
now.
muted.
Good, good. Now we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, my mother's name came from a Scottish name. Her name is McNatt, but her original name was McNaughton. But it goes back into the early 1700s. Does MyHeritage have records that far back for Scotland?
Well, I will not know. I can go into the collection catalog and I can just look for Scotland, I think. And then, you know what? There is another filter, a little bit more advanced filter now that you ask. Once you have refined either by location or by search, you see here the years. So from the 1490s to the 1500s, okay, we have actually two collections. From the 16 to the 1699, we have 4. 17 to 1799, we have 7. So I would guess the answer is yes, MyHeritage will have records that old for your mother.
Okay, thank you.
And the good thing is, and again, this is live, I didn't make a PowerPoint, or I didn't make this special, is that some of them are actually free, as you can see here. Okay, I don't know exactly why is that. I do know that MyHeritage has some free records depending what or where.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so take advantage of that and go and look at it.
Thank you.
With pleasure. Bert, give me 1 second because Sherry raised the hand. I will go with you in a second. I'm sorry, Sherry. Yes.
Okay. Hi, this is Sherry. I just want to tell everybody that about raising the hand. I have a Mac laptop, and at the bottom of the screen, there's an icon called reactions. If you click on reactions, you get several icons that you can choose, like clapping hands and raising thumbs. And there's also one that says raise hand. You click on that, that will put your, I'll do it right now. That will put your raised hand on your screen. And then when you're finished, you hit click reactions again, and you click on lower hand, and it goes away. Thank you.
That is why I love to mingle with people. Thank you very much, Cheryl. Thank you very much. Bert, you did raise your hand visually, so I will count you. Go ahead.
Allow me to comment on that raise your hand thing. On Windows, there's no such a thing. There is clap your hands, thumbs up. I love it, joy, and two more, but not raise your hand. So I didn't have any option on my Windows screen to raise the hand, but do it textually.
You know what? If you give me a thumbs up or you just give me a happy face, I will take it as well. So no problem. I'm not that picky.
my real question was, how do you log in anonymously just to check how things look when you, because I'm a premium member, I don't have, I usually log in with whom I am, but sometimes I want to verify how it looks like for other people. I can't find a way to log in anonymously.
Okay, so that is exactly how I do it. As you see here in the very top right corner, it says incognito. The way of doing that in Windows for Chrome, and probably will tell you in a second also for Internet Explorer or however they call it now. I just did a right click over the logo and you see how it says new incognito window. Okay, that will open a private window that nobody will know exactly who you are. I'm gonna right click also in the, and this is Microsoft Edge, and you see how they said new in private window. Okay, so Microsoft Edge will also allow you to do this.
This was not what I meant. Sorry if I was not clear.
Okay.
When I log into MyHeritage,
okay.
how do I log in there as anonymously without an account?
You cannot log in anonymously. Either you log in as yourself or you don't log in.
So
you can use MyHeritage without logged in, or you can see what other people sees without logging in, but that's something different.
But that doesn't work. Whenever I log into MyHeritage, it says your birth, and when I delete it, as soon as I re-enter the site, I'm birth again.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try it here, but again, I'm logged out. Okay, I'm gonna log out. Okay, so you say that whenever you close the browser and you open it again, it recognizes who are you.
Yes.
Okay, so I will suggest you then to use this trick to open an incognito window and then just go to MyHeritage, myheritage.com, and hopefully it will not go back to Hebrew. Okay, and just not logged in. Let me go to research. Okay, you see this is the same search engine, but I'm not logged in now.
Okay.
And I can just do any search. Let's use only McLean, and you will be offered to open an account, and we will tell you what we have, but we will not show you. Okay, but
we'll give it a try. Thank you.
Okay, my pleasure. Alisa. Yes. Hello.
Yeah. I have a question. I'm getting emails from MyHeritage of some matches, not DNA, regular matches. And sometimes it comes, or always comes from somebody. How can I on the web page find to connect to people that are getting matches from them?
Very easy. Let me go in again into the account, so you will see on the top bar. Okay, you see this envelope here next to your name on the right side. When you click on that envelope, you will see your inbox, and this is all the people that are actually trying to connect with you. Okay, now if you are receiving emails from MyHeritage and it's saying Moshe Cohen is actually send you a message. Okay, you can click there and it should bring you straight to the message that the person just wrote you. Okay.
Okay, so I have to click on the envelope.
Yes, the envelope on the top part, those marked in blue are actually not read it yet. Those in white are those that you already read it. And when you see this little icon here in the corner, it means that there is a conversation and you have answered the person already. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
My pleasure. Michelle, and then Robert, go ahead. Michelle, you need to unmute yourself.
Thanks. Hi.
Now we can hear you. Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to say with Bert, yes, was it Bert? I can put my hand up, which as you saw, it was up, and I'm in Windows. The bit with reactions is raise hand. It's below the bit where the pictures. Anyway, my comment was that when you have DNA with MyHeritage, you can't have DNA unless it's attached to a particular person in your tree. Now, I've got lots of uploaded people for DNA kits that are not in my family, but unless I have them attached to somebody, either in the tree or in a different tree, a different kit, different what do you call it, login, whatever, then I have to have them as anonymous, and then I forget, or at least I would forget, who they are. The thing that is a problem is they're not my family. So if they're in my tree, they're floating around like spacemen in, you know, and that's, to me, is a little bit sort of annoying in a way, knowing that they're there. The other thing is,
wait, Michelle, let's go one step at a time. 1 second.
Yeah, but to do with that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so like if my dad, he was uploaded and he is in my family, then I look at him and I think, oh yes, I'll attach his DNA to my dad who's already in the tree. So I go and I reassign it. And when I reassign it to him in the tree, the original person who was attached to his DNA is still floating around. So I thought I'd just leave that with you anyway.
Okay, so let's start from the beginning, please. Okay, when you go into the DNA, upload DNA data, okay, and you start the process, we will ask you if this is you or somebody else. Whenever you type somebody else, and let's say that I am looking for John McClain, okay, I will be creating an individual in my family tree with that name. That is the only way that we can manage the DNA. And yes, he will be floating around. If you first created that person in the tree, and I'm not going to ask you why you're managing DNA of people who are not in your tree, because sometimes, you know, we have a friend or somebody wants some help from us, and we are very good people and we try to help. So, for example, if I will be uploading DNA from somebody in my family, as soon as I start typing the name, I should see the individuals that match this person in my tree, and I can select the person and assign to that person. Now, yes, as I said, you will have floating people in the tree in order to have their DNA. There is a very easy way to create those floating people. You simply go to the lowest person here, and let's say that I will add a son, and this will be Mr. McClain. Okay, And I create it, and I will say that this is my son, although this is nothing related to me. And then I can come to the 3 dots and I can say remove connection, okay, from parents. And I'm doing this fast because I don't want to go over the 30
I'm
minutes
keeping
mark.
up, don't worry.
Okay, and now I have this McLean floating around, okay, perfectly fine. Let's say that this was your father. When you uploaded the DNA, you decided also to create a family tree for this person, which is always my suggestion. Whenever you have a DNA sample there, please make sure to have at least the ancestors of the people so you can actually trace and use the tools to find how the person is related to the other people. But if you have a floating person, once you have it here in the center of the screen, all you need to do is go to the 3 dots and delete this person. And MyHeritage is going to ask you, are you sure that you want to delete this person? You say yes, and the person is going to be deleted. One more tip I don't want you to go without telling you. If you go to the consistency checker, okay, in your website, among the things that we are going to look for is disconnected from tree. So now I know that this person, that if I click here, I will be able to see it in the tree, he is floating, okay? And I have it here just exactly to explain that case. So by running the consistency checker, you will be able to find floating people, and from here, you can actually delete them, okay?
Remind me which tab it was under. Consistency checker?
Family
Family
tree
tree.
consistency
Okay.
checker.
Okay, no problem. I
Right
wanted to
there.
say to you, the reason I have lots of kits is because I'm in the Goons and I'm doing family connections.
Good, good.
Just so that
Thank you.
it's
Thank you for that.
legitimate,
Thank you for helping others.
That's okay.
Okay, I had here another person, but it seems his question or his photo disappeared. So going a little bit over the 30-minute mark, I would like to thank all of you. First, those following in our Facebook Live, go ahead, register and be here with us and ask your questions live. If you're watching this recorded, well, now you know that you can join us also every Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you are here in our Zoom and I am looking at you, thank you very much for being here. Please take very good care of yourself and your family and take advantage of this weekend to do a little bit more of genealogy. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, Daniel.